Yo, what's going on? It's your boy Saw Dude back again with another Saw Dude video. Hope you guys are all. Oh my god, I can't talk like that, bro. I feel like I have a vibrator on my throat. I really can't make my throat gyrate like that. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Scrubby here, back again with another video. You guys need to press the like button right now, or your computer will explode. You have 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8. 7. Alright, you guys press like by now. That's what matters. As you guys know, I fancy myself a bit of a party fanatic. I like to have a good time, I'm not gonna lie. I like to get down and dirty like Patrick Swayze in Dirty Dancing. I like to boogie a little bit. And by boogie, I mean embarrassingly shake my white ass on the dance floor to a really offbeat rap song and everyone laugh at me. You know, as long as people are laughing, I don't really care. They can laugh with me, at me. It doesn't really bother me that much. As long as everyone's having a good time, we're gonna be solid. That's what's really important at the end of the day, is everybody partying, everybody having a fantastic time. And because of this, I was invited to quite a few parties in high school because I just like to have a good time. I like to make people laugh. I like to have fun. So it wasn't rare for me to get an invite to be like, yo, Ryan, come stop by, hang out, what up? Let's come party and in the USA, like Miley Cyrus. I don't know. That's kind of an old song. But with most high school parties, they of course get busted, and that's where the fun really kicks in, ladies and gentlemen. But this one was not busted by the cops. No, 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 no. It's much worse than that. I would rather get kicked out of the house by a SWAT team throwing flashbangs in every window than ever have to meet a parent that walks in their house to a bunch of drunk teenage kids just absolutely destroying the place. I don't know if you've ever seen rage in a parent's eyes like that before, but trust me when I say it is absolutely insane. Like, the actual anger you can feel coming out of a dad's yell when he says, "Get out of my house," is terrifying. And that's the type of story that we have for you guys today. So I hope you guys are buckled in, ready to go like the hamster ball I'm in right now, because trust me, ladies and gentlemen, you're in for a doozy of a situation here, like the Jersey Shore. So there was this girl that was pretty popular in high school. She was actually like in the band. I know that doesn't sound super swagalicious, expialidocious, but the band at our school was really good, like nationally, worldwide renowned. So it was pretty cool to be on the band at our school. And she was throwing a little get together, and me and her had history together. I actually sat right behind her. Right behind her. Gee willikers, my accent. But regardless, she was like, you know, I'd really like you to stop by. Here's the address. Stop by, you know, come have a good time. And I was like, bet. Are your parents going to be there? And she's like, no, 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 they're out of town. And I was like, bet. That's how you know it's going to get wild, because there's no one to stop the party except for the cops. But anyways, that Friday comes, and I whip on over to the house in my little Hyundai. And, you know, we start booling out, we start having fun, people are flowing, everybody's having a good time, everybody's, you know, getting a little hydrated. That's what you do at a party. And things start to get out of control pretty quickly, as all high school parties do. People are jumping on the couches, the coffee table got broken. I'm not really sure how, but outside of that, pretty calm party as far as things are concerned, at least calm enough for me to tell a story about it. This is about as calm as a party that you will get a story about, you know, nothing too crazy. But of course, this girl is freaking out because no one likes to see that their stuff's getting trashed, especially when they have to explain to their parents how things got trashed. You know, no one ever likes to have the conversation, yeah, Mom, there was a drunk, shirtless, fat kid partying on the couch, and he body slammed our coffee table to just really flex on the girls in the band that he's a dominant alpha male. So regardless, not too happy, so she starts trying to shut the party down and get people she doesn't like out. And at this point, the party shrunk down to about 10 or 15 people, but the mess is still from 25 to 30 people, and we haven't cleaned up. So the house is trashed, there's cups in the lawn, it's just a mess, it's a disaster. It looks like a party looks like after, when you haven't cleaned up yet, you know? You've seen it, I'm pretty sure most of you have, but regardless, it's kind of a mess. And she's like, oh my god, we're gonna have to spend so much time cleaning up tomorrow, right? So I'm being a nice guy. Me and her are friends. I was like, hey, you know, I'll stay and I'll help you clean up, right? And then the people who are left, the 10 of 15 of them, are like, yeah, no problem. Well, the neighbors, of course, were an elderly couple that doesn't like parties. And most elderly couples don't like parties. I don't know if you know this, old people don't like fun very much. That's why I'm so excited to be an old man, so I can be grumpy and no one can say anything to me. Like, at all. What are they going to do? Oh, you're an old man, don't be grumpy. Exactly. So the grumpy old men, man and woman, instead of calling the cops on the party, did one better. You see, your parents were an hour out of town. There's this kind of vacation getaway just outside of Las Vegas where a lot of people go to, like, have a good time, I guess. And, you know, that's where they were. So they called her parents and said that there was a giant party and the place was getting trashed, which, of course, she did not know at the time. But the parents drove an hour back just just to see what was going on. Like, the parents already got their vacation interrupted by elderly neighbors who were probably not happy, and then drove an hour back. And the first thing they see when they pull up to the house is their front yard just trashed. Red Solo cups everywhere, just a mess. There's trash all over the place. Things are broken. Like, it's just not a good look. When you come home from a vacation, especially when you trust your daughter to stay home alone, it's not something that you want to see. So of course, Dad comes screeching through the front door like a bald eagle in his underwear, just screaming, "I want everybody out!" And before we can even try to explain, like, some poor kid tries to go, "We're just helping." He's like, "Out, out, out, out!" Poor kid was really just trying to be like, "We're helping your daughter clean." And Franklin the turtle out here stuck his neck out and got it straight chopped off, all right? So the dad's screaming at everybody to get out. So of course, we get out. You know, the last thing you want to do is a screaming dad. But on the way out, he's just screaming, and he's like, "I can't believe you would throw a party while we're not home. Is this what you do when we're not here? There's alcohol involved. We raised you better than this. You're a good Christian girl. How dare you?" And trust me, I've seen this girl at a few parties. She is not, and I mean not, a good Christian girl, okay? I won't go into details, but let's just say this lady, the devil was in the details, and there was a lot of details, ladies and gentlemen. Regardless, the dad is freaking out, just telling everyone, "Get out, get out, get out." And of course, he recognizes somebody. It wasn't me. I'm not gonna lie. I got out scot-free. This was not an issue. But I guess he worked with one of the kids' daddies. Like, "And I guarantee that your father will be hearing about this on Monday, young man. Does your father know you're here?" And the kid gets really quiet and goes, "Well, yeah, he kind of does." And he's like, "What? He knew and he didn't tell me?" He goes, "No, he didn't know what house it was." So this kid's almost getting his dad in trouble for being at the party. It was just not a good situation. The dad, of course, is freaking out. I can't blame him. If I came home to a bunch of kids trashing my house, I wouldn't want an explanation. I wouldn't want people to be like, "No, we're helping clean." I'd want them out. So I really can't be too mad at the dad, to be real with you. But this poor girl definitely got embarrassed in front of everyone who was just trying to help her. And like, we all scattered like rats, you know? We did not want to stick around. I drove some people home because, of course, some people were hydrated. I just want to make sure everybody gets home safe. If you are going to a party, guys, don't ever drive drunk. Like, it's not worth it. Trust me. Just get someone to drive you home, Uber, whatever it is. Like, you guys just got to be careful. It's not worth getting hurt. It's not worth hurting yourself. Definitely just think about it. But yeah, I ended up seeing the girl on Monday, and she was like, "Yeah, I'm grounded for about the next 8 years. I might be able to go to my own graduation party, but it's going to be cutting it close." Because I guess her parents just thought she was the most pure, innocent girl to ever exist, so they just had no clue she was partying. And to the neighbors that snitched on her, you kind of a bitch for that, dude. Like, they were just having fun. Yeah, I mean, I don't really think it was out of control. I've been to some out of control parties. There's stories on the channel where things have gotten really out of control. This was not one of those parties. Like, by no means was I ever sitting there, "Oh, this is really getting out of hand," which I have done a few times. In the grand scheme of things, this party was really calm. The grounding, that was supposed to last forever, only lasted a few months. I saw her at a party like a couple weeks later. She was kind of a legend around the school just because it was like so funny that her dad busted in, just screamed at everybody to get out. And she just was thankful that people like tried to stay and help clean up. She had to clean the entire house with a hangover. Like, typical party situation, nothing too crazy when your parents come home and he bust you. It was just the first and only time parents have busted a party I'm at. Like, usually it's the cops or like the parents just don't come home. But the fact that the neighbors snitched on this girl and her dad just screamed at everybody really was funny. She was super embarrassed, but I really did think it was funny. Like, I didn't think it was that big of a deal, but I guess she did. And I guess if my parents broke up a party, I think it was a way bigger deal too. Just because, you're way more embarrassed of your parents than people are. Like, people who think, "Oh, my parents are so embarrassing." No one around you is really concerned with what your parents are doing. In fact, we thought it was hilarious because her dad had a giant mustache, and when he was really yelling, it was wiggling, like doing the caterpillar dance. So yeah, a caterpillar yelled at me and told me to get out of his house at, like 2 in the morning. But yeah, on that note, guys, that's going to do it for the video. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, I would really appreciate you pressing the like button. It helps out the videos a ton. Like, I know people, it's so annoying when YouTubers beg for likes. It's not my fault that Susan has made a dumb algorithm that will only promote my videos if they get likes. If I could do YouTube without likes, that'd be cool. That's just not how Susan works. I'm not going to get subs if I don't get likes, so I need you guys to do that. Comment down below. That helps out the channel a ton too. I'm just being honest with you guys. The reason I beg so much is because it really helps the videos do better, and I like getting views because I'm a shallow asshole. That's about it. But yeah, if you enjoy me, feel free to follow me on Instagram at scrubby_YT. It is a good way to keep in touch with me. Twitter is at scrubbyvivo. There's a Discord server that is in the description down below. And yeah, March has been an insane month. We're nearing 200K, like we're over halfway there, which is sick. So if we could get that by the end of April, that would be gnarly. And I've got a plan for tomorrow. Don't you guys worry. There will be a video. I no joke, no scam. Get ready for it, ladies and gentlemen, because you guys are going to giggle. You're going to giggle your little heads off. But yeah, on that note, guys, my name is Scrubby. Don't get anyone pregnant. If you do, make sure they're hot. And definitely would recommend getting yelled at by a dude with a ginormous mustache as he's yelling at you and saying, "Get out of my house, you crazy kids." Because it really just felt like something out of a Spy Kids movie. And I just like with the vibe of that. I'm out. Peace.